3, 2, 4, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, hi! Alexa, turn down. Hi, welcome to Food Talk TV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. And I am Daphne Brogdon, and I'm your host today. And I'm just getting set up here. Where am I seeing what I want to see right now? Wait a minute, that's not it. It'll come. It'll come, I'm sure. Oh wait, there it is. It'll come, I'm sure. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta turn this down. Sorry, this is my monitor. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta turn this down. Sorry, this is my monitor. Okay, there we go. Now and I'm muted. Okay. Welcome. Today we are going to be making, and by we, I mean me, the most top tier vegetables. Everything's going to be vegetables today. So if you are a vegetarian or you just like me and you feel like you could probably just use a little less meat on your girth, yay, Taylor's in the house, Mustard Queen, thank you. This is the episode for you because it's going to be 3 different interesting vegetable-y dishes. Not vegan, vegetarian. Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, thank you, Katie. You are so sweet. Hi, Katie from Katie's Kitchen. Thank you for joining. Okay, I have to have my little monitor here so I can see. It's so, is there anything more painful than seeing those like angles of you as you, so many angles now that are not fun to see. I'm dressed, I pulled out this skirt. Look at this, it's kind of this, it's like a animal cheetah pattern. I felt like, oh my God, I'm very 2000. I mean, I think this is how I would have like gone to work in the 2000s. You know, sitting at a computer. But never throw anything away. You still wear it. And listen, at least I still fit into it. Of course, it is an elastic band, so maybe that's not a huge brag. But it is 25 years old, this skirt. So let's see. Hi, Daphne. Okay, great. Yeah, please. So you know the drill. Tap the screen. When you tap the screen, the algorithm gods of TikTok will put this out into the universe so people who care about fun, live, irreverent cooking shows will come and help us. Because that's what we're doing, Mr. AI Machine. We are doing cooking today. Cooking. I used to have a show on Food Network called Daphne Dishes. I have a YouTube channel called Daphne Dishes Again, and I'm on TikTok at Daph Brog. But every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time, I'm here on Food Talk TV and cooking for you, with you. Be part of the fun. Oh my God, my glasses are dirty. Yeah, tap. Oh, thank you. Thanks for joining, Lana. Thank you, Mr. Ork, for joining. So let me tell you about what we're first gonna do. I'm gonna start off with a dish that I did on my Food Network show, and it's called creamy goat cheese sunchokes. No, I don't think that's the name. Sunchokes with creamy goat cheese, something like that. Let's talk about sunchokes. Do you guys know about sunchokes? Because I feel like they are one of the unsung vegetables. Here is what it looks like. It ain't pretty. I'm not gonna kid you. Only a mother would love this sunchoke. Only the sunchoke's mother would love it. The taste is, imagine if an artichoke and a potato had a baby. That's what a sunchoke tastes like. Now, I've already started the roasting process because I'm starting to get better about this timing thing. But listen to this crunch when you cut into a sunchoke. See? Okay? And you could say, Daphne, what should I do with a sunchoke? Well, I love them roasted, and I'm going to show you my favorite way to make them. The other thing I'm going to recommend that you do, if you get a sunchoke. By the way, they often, I kept the bag because sometimes I'm in the produce section and I'm looking for sunchokes. I'm like looking, and they don't give them like that. They're packed up by these like Frida sunchokes. They're often in a bag. So just so you know, sometimes you got to ask the produce guy where they are. And it's always like, oh yeah. Take these little nubs, okay? You just cut off one of these nubs, put it in a pot with some dirt, easy as can be. Water, walk away. You will get a beautiful sunchoke plant. And guess what comes out when you grow sunchokes? Sunflowers. This is the root of sunflowers. So the hard thing is when you grow them, it takes a while. So you get this beautiful flower and you're like, oh my God, that's such a beautiful flower. And you don't, who wants to cut down a beautiful sunflower? You have to cut it down. Don't let it last too long, because if you enjoy the life of that flower, then when you go to this, they've started to rot. But anyway, it's a fun thing, especially if you've got kids. I think it's a great thing to do. So I've chopped them up. I've put them in, no, the other thing I need to do is a garlic. So we're gonna take a head of garlic. We're gonna cut off the top. We're doing amazing vegetables today. We're cooking all kinds of really fun vegetables today on Food Talk TV with Daphne Brogdon, yours truly. All right, you guys probably know this trick. You cut off the top of the garlic, you wrap it in foil, you put it in a hot oven. And oh, they're looking, I'm gonna show you the in progress with the sunchokes. You know, Tuesday night is often my date night because it's the only night my fiance has off. I'm not gonna lie, I had a half a bottle of dry Riesling last night, so I'm a little slow. Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay. See that? So that's what they're looking like. All I did was toss them with kosher salt, a little black pepper, and olive oil. And now I'm going to finish it off with the garlic. What did I miss? Nothing. Just things coming in. I'm thirsty, okay? Hang on. I even did the Z-biotic thing, which I find helps. I think I took it too early. That usually helps me. It didn't. And then I woke up at 4 in the morning. Everybody does this. You wake up at 4 in the morning. Why? Because I had to worry about everything. Everything. And I couldn't get back to sleep for an hour. Okay. So, while that is going along, we're going to go to our next thing. So let me go through all the things we're going to make. We're going to make creamy goat cheese sunchokes. We're going to make an amazing spring onion dip. We are also going with fresh potato chips. You're welcome. And we're also going to make this really cool salad with a beet vinaigrette. And I got this recipe from Sunset Magazine, which I love. And I did it old school with pieces of paper. That's right. That's how we roll here in the Brogdon home. Oh, some comments in this live were edited. Why? Who's dogging me about my beets? So I am going to move on to, let's do the, let's see, that's the one that doesn't need cooking. Yeah, I don't need it. It's been cooked enough. Okay. So I pre-cooked the beet. Here's what you have to do for this amazing beet vinaigrette. It's called Endive with beet vinaigrette. Okay, and I was like, it's caught my eye because I was like, I love beets and I love vinaigrette, but I've never combined the two. That's crazy talk. Let's get into that. So I wrapped up the beet in foil and I baked it for an hour at 400 degrees. Who just came in? Oh, hi! Oh, great, Cooking with Coochie. Hey, that's one of our creators. He's awesome. Yeah. And Debbie, thank you for joining. I'm gonna let that cool because then we're gonna have to peel it. So of course, I think that's why, you know, so many people sometimes don't eat healthy is because they don't want to do the process of the vegetables and all that stuff. It does take a little prep, but it is so much better for you. And if you're like me and carrying around a menopause belly, you gotta start thinking about these things. More fiber, right? Oh, look at that. Okay, so the pretty beet there. Woo, can you see? Yeah, can you see the steam coming out of that? All right, so we're gonna let that go to the side because there's some other things that we have to be done here. How you do it? You know what? I'll be honest. I had a little wine last night. I'm a little slow. I'm not gonna kid you, but otherwise I'm okay. Hi, Norma. Thank you, Norma. Here's my Endive. Let's call it Endive. I think it's kind of like a potato patata thing, right? So, Endive. Yeah, there we go. We'll use that later because we have to do the whole vinaigrette thing first. So sorry. Let me get my bearings here. Ah, interesting. That's going to be very interesting part of it. Okay, orange. We're gonna we're gonna do orange. Where's my orange? I just had it. I gotta say, the oranges, they didn't look that good. So the recipe that'll be on Food Talk, that'll be on our website at FoodtokTV.com, is for a serving of 4 to 6. I'm actually having it since I'm not gonna be serving 4 to 6. Oh my gosh, Jeanette, thank you for the gift. You guys keep tapping the screen. And also, please become a subscriber to Food Talk TV. You'll have got, backstage pass. And we've got the rewards thing as well. The little, whether it's the roses or the weird tater thing, that's the thing that came up. Those are all things that help support our programming. So, and of course, we have many, many great culinary creators here. I am but just one of the great culinary creators. So we're gonna juice an orange for this vinaigrette. So right there, you're already like, at least if you're me, I'm like, I'm in. Because how often, usually when you're just like, throw a vinaigrette together. If you put anything extra different in, a little honey, a little orange, it instantly makes your meal more interesting, I think. And this is a good thing to do for those oranges that don't look quite good enough for maybe to put in the lunchbox, but they're juicy and orange. Although this one looks pretty good. I think I'm just gonna squeeze it. It's not fitting. Hi, welcome to Food Talk TV. I'm making lots of vegetables. I've been told I'm supposed to tell the AI gods. I'm making lots of vegetables. I'm making vegetables. Oh my gosh, Tina! Who's my new best friend? Tina Fry, look at you. You gave me all those little tater guys. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Wow. I love that support. How awesome. So, again, right now I'm working on my endive with beet vinaigrette, which has orange juice. And I took this recipe from Sunset Magazine, which is like better than porn for me, and it always has been. It's, yes, always. It's California, like garden and food and design, and I just love it. My kids know if this, I'm like, the Sunset Magazine showed up. It's like, leave me alone. Putting on my glasses, I'm sitting on the bed of the couch. I need an hour to go through and be like, oh, really? Is that how they landscape? Oh, interesting. Sage in the garden, good idea. It's just like, it just scratches my brain in all the right ways. This, my second favorite magazine, it's from the South. It's called Garden and Gun. They have a kind of a similar thing. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, apples. Okay, I got to tell you my other flaw. I'm terrible at cutting apples. It does help to have a paring knife. Imagine that. Of which I keep losing. I can't believe it. I don't know who keeps misplacing. I've had 2 paring knives gone missing, which is crazy. I feel like, do people not know that there's a paring knife thief loose in Los Angeles? So I'm just gonna slice up. I got a green apple. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't specify what kind of apple. I usually get green apples just because my daughter likes them. And I'm just peeled. I'm gonna thinly slice. I'm gonna tell you why I'm thinly slicing it. Because sometimes you go to a salad bar and there's some apples. I feel like I'm being punished when they're cut too thick, because you're eating and when you kind of, it slows you down so that you're in this great. I know we need fiber, but does it have to be so difficult? So when I make something like this, so I cut them very thin. God, very thin, and then slice them again. Dare I say it? I'm almost kind of julienning them. And I've always dogged julienne vegetables. But when they're fibrous like this, I think it's a good idea. What am I missing? No, I'm not missing anything. Except a sip of water here on Food Talk TV, where I'm cooking vegetables. A lot of cooking here. Okay. These go oranges. So we've got, I'm so analog. Wait a minute, where's my, oh, here we go. Oh, you're gonna love it. Taylor, I got Dijon mustard in this. Okay, I need a neutral oil. What oil is not neutral? That's such a weird thing to say. Okay. We're using for this apple cider vinegar. That's so strange, Daphne. Why? I know. I don't usually use apple cider vinegar. I tend to use either the champagne white vinegar or balsamic. I see all the hearts. Thank you. Thanks for all the hearts. Yes, mustard in the house. Oh, I didn't bring it out. Okay, so I'm going to use about oh, that's that's not enough at all. I'm tripping. Okay, half cup. I'm having this though. I'm having this. Quarter cup. Again, I'm having it. The full recipe will be online. If you're making it for 4 to 6 people, you need a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. I'm not gonna do that though. I'm gonna use a quarter cup. So, quarter cup apple cider vinegar. Juice of 1 orange. Da 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 da. And my Dijon mustard. I thought I had taken out, but I didn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you know, Taylor, I need you to come and organize my mustards, because I've got, like, every time I go for Dijon, I've got the stone ground. Like, what's that about? I think my Dijon is with my paring knife. Well, you know the old thing, do as I say, not as I do. So, this is stone ground, but it's really supposed to be a Dijon for this. Okay. So we're going to do just a quarter teaspoon of mustard, just to give it that Mustard Queen flavor. You can see Mustard Queen on Saturday here on Food Talk TV. She looks so good when she's outside. That really makes me want to shoot outside. Salt. And you could do a little sugar. Let's do it. Let's do a little sugar. I'm coming. Okay. Like I'm trying to be sanitary, just a little bit, just a little. Sometimes I add sugar when I'm cooking for my kids to make them eat it. Oh, they're older now, it's better, but when they were younger. Oops, wait a minute, I smell burning something. Hang on. Meanwhile, back with the sunchokes and garlic. Meanwhile, oh boy, yeah, these are ready to roll. Okay, okay. Now it's very important. Oh, I can really smell the garlic. Okay. So, here's what's got to happen here. Quick, quick, quick. I'm going to use a metal pan. Now you could probably use a metal pan. Sometimes I use a pan just in case I don't get enough of the heat situation that I got. I have goat cheese. I know I do. I'm gonna slowly have a meltdown right now. I can't find my goat cheese. Because I was so excited. Let me tell you why I was choosing to cook with goat cheese today. Because my son is not here, and my son has an allergy to goat cheese. Isn't that weird? Yeah, I know it is weird. He has no other allergies except goat cheese. And so that's why I wanted to make this recipe. Because I don't want to poison my son. And now I'm not finding it. This is crazy. I just bought it. I found it all yesterday. It was in a log. Okay, this is really frustrating. Well, it's not going to melt as well, but I'm going to use feta. All right, I'm going to use feta. Don't do what I'm doing. Use feta. The whole thing, the theme of this meal should be do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so I take out the garlic. That's now been, oh my God, it smells so good. I feel like you can't see this beets enough. Let me make sure you can see the beets. Okay, so now they're all roasted. They're really good. Wait, is it on the counter? Good question. My crème fraîche and my labneh is. Oh, Kimberly, I'm making so many interesting vegetables. Right now, I'm making roasted sunchokes with creamy goat cheese, but I can't find my goat cheese, so I'm tad upset about that. And then I'm going to make this endive with beef vinaigrette, and then I'm going to make an onion dip. So I've got all kinds of really yummy vegetable things. Okay, I'm going to give it one more look. One more look. Sorry you have to see my backside with my mandated reporter outfit that I'm wearing. That's what my daughter calls me when I dress like this. This is my cheese drawer. This is where my cheese is. Ugh! I was putting inferior feta, you're going back in. Oh my God. That stressed me out. All right. So here's what you do. As soon as it comes out, as soon as the sunchokes come out, put them in a metal bowl. Because we want to use the heat of the sunchokes to melt the cheese. Plus, we're also going to squeeze this garlic. It's a tad hot. Okay. It's not squeezing so much. I should have cooked it longer, but you'll do that. All right. So then, it's the recipe calls for 5 ounces of goat cheese, which I think is an awfully big amount. This is 4 ounces, but I think it's a half recipe. 5 ounces is a lot, but you know, it all depends how many people you're serving. And you are watching Food Talk TV, and on Food Talk TV, we are cooking. I am cooking, Daphne Brogdon. So, sunchokes, creamy goat cheese, throw that in. And this is why I put it in a saucepan, because if I was mucking about like I would, I'd maybe just need a little heat to melt. So, I've got garlic, roasted sunchokes, and this goat cheese, and I'm just going to do a splash. Or do cream, but I don't want to look for it, so I'm just going to do a splash of milk. Just to kind of grease the wheels, so to speak. So I did this on, oh, lost a sunchoke. So I did this on my show, on Daphne Dishes Again. No, on Daphne Dishes. Daphne Dishes Again is my YouTube. Daphne Dishes was my Food Network show. So you don't need much heat, just enough to get that goat cheese. This is a really great side dish with meats, obviously, but you know what? It's so delicious, just on its own. What did I miss? Oh yeah, tap the screen. Thank you. Fran's here. Yay! And Marie. Yay! Cowgirl. Oh my gosh! So happy to see you guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right, the goat cheese is almost at the place. Okay, now I'm gonna plate it. And the one other thing, and I'm going to use chives in 2 things today, is a little bit of chives. I don't have these in my garden right. My garden is disgusting right now, but chives are such a good thing to grow. So I'm just going to dice. They look pretty. They smell pretty. So throw those in. Voila, and there we have. There is our sunchokes covered in goat cheese with a little bit of chive. Absolutely delicious. That's the completed shot. Should I try one? Or I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait. Okay, put that aside. Okay, second serve. All right, second thing we're doing. We're going to work on our endive with beet vinaigrette. So, what do we have? This is the one from Sunset Magazine that I'm trying for the first time because I went, I like it. I like how it sounds. Okay, so you're going to double the oil, double the amount of oil that you would have, so to the vinegar, which is pretty standard. I don't know why it said neutral oil. I think that's so weird. I always just use olive oil. Probably won't use this all today. I could save some of it. So far in here, we have Dijon, the squeeze of a fresh orange, apple cider vinegar, which kind of, you know, it's that funny bottle. You know how people are always trying to tell you, you should drink apple cider vinegar and it's really good for you. And I'm always like, really? But I have it on hand for cooking. So, salt, sugar, we did that. Okay, and then here is the star of the show. Ooh, look at that. Look at that steamy beet. Okay, you know how hard beets are. You know, this one feels like a wet tennis ball now. So you could, we could try to peel it. I feel like why bother? I'm a big on the why bother with the peeling. Yeah, okay, let's take it off. It's coming off pretty easy. Just throw it in here. I think beets get a really bad name, and I'm here to redeem beets because I love beets. The only thing you got to remember with beets is if you serve them to a little kid, or if you're taking care of an elderly person or whatever, and you think that it looks like they've got blood in their stool, don't be worried. Maybe they ate beets, because it can affect, or for yourself. I mean, you could even do that. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm like, oh my God, do I have like a serious illness? No, I ate beets last night. So, just take that off. We're very earthy here at Food Talk TV. And if you don't want to have red hands, you probably should use kitchen gloves. So here we go. So now I'm going to puree this. You could use a blender. I like to use this little thing. Oh, who just gave me something? Who just gave me a little hearty thing? Who was that? Okay, here we go. Let's see, Papa Gopher. How cute is that? You guys are so cute. So, you may remember me from Food Network, but you're definitely going to remember me from right here on Food Talk TV, the longest live cooking show on TikTok. That's right. So, the plug. All right, we're gonna give this beet. Ooh! Oh my God, I gotta taste this beet now. I want to taste what it tastes like. Oh my God, so good! Gotta eat more beet. That's delicious. Do you guys like beets? Hi, Papa Gopher. Thanks for joining. Where do you guys fall on the pro or con of beets? I'm curious. I'm curious, as my Italian would say. Fuchsia. Oh man, what a splatter. Nice. Look at that. Okay, so I pureed a roasted beet. And if you're serving this for a larger group, you do two, but I just did one. Roasted it for an hour, peeled it, and then pureed it. Okay. Hi from the Sponger in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Oh, how interesting. Hi, Sweet Pea. How are you? Katie, you love roasted beets. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Papa, and to think I have greens cooking in the slow cooker. Oh, Papa Gopher. Oh, that sounds so good. My late chef husband used to love doing slow cooked greens. That was one of his favorites. That's really, really good. What vinegar do you use? Because the vinegar is really important though. Okay, so now I'm gonna add this. Nope, can't use that. I'm gonna use my spatula to get all of the beet goodness. The beet goodness. And of course, beets are good for you. Alexa, what's good for you about beets? I don't know if she'll understand. 1 gram of protein and 2 grams of dietary fiber. I didn't know it had protein. That's awesome. I gotta eat one of these. All right. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you for being my co-host. All right. So I want you to see what this looks like right now. Kind of, if you can. Sort of, kind of. All right. So it's the orange juice, the vinaigrette. Oh my God, that's so funny. My dog's snoring over here. It's just like, maybe Butters isn't a beet fan. No, Butters would eat vomit. He doesn't care. Okay, so we've got that. Let's taste it. I just want to do a little taste test. sure we got the proportions right. It's delicious. I think it might have, I maybe went a little too far in the vinegar. Because apple cider vinegar is strong. But it's fine. It'll be good once we all get it squared away, so to speak. What did I miss? Oh, thank you for the gift. Red wine. You use red wine. You're not using vinegar for your greens. How interesting. I'm blah. How are you, Sweet Pea? Oh, you are so cute. Well, Sweet Pea, I talked about it. I shared a bottle of wine with my sweetheart last night, so I'm a little... And I even took the Z-Biotic, which usually helps me, but I think I took it too early. Plus, I woke up at 4 a.m. and couldn't sleep till 5 because I had to worry about everything. One thing I was thinking about is my son is at Boy Scout camp right now. He's not having fun. He's not enjoying it. Add sugar. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to add some. Okay. Thank you. I'll add some more sugar. So we're in California. He's up in the mountains. It got down to 36 degrees at the camp. It's quite cold. He couldn't even get his toothpaste out of the tube. So he's not happy. So I'm worried about my little guy. He's that little. Still my baby. So I liberate him Saturday morning. I have to get there super early and get out because there's like only one road and then you'll get trapped. And so I'm getting a hotel nearby. All right, I'll try. I tasted it with the sugar spoon. That was done. Okay. That's why we're cooking live here on TikTok. It's all the excitement. Yeah, that's better. Maybe a little too much sugar now. All right, he will do fine. Thank you, Jeanette. You're so sweet. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So we've got the endive, and then, you know, for Christmas, I need to have more beautiful salad bowls. Hang on, it's really gonna bug me. Just hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let's go get a platter. Let's get a... This is where I put my platters. So this used to be my living room. I made it into a dining room because I think it just fit better. So I've got this big salad bowl, which you can see my dog went to town on. All right, but I think that's going to be too big. But I was thinking that then one of these, this is kind of my go-to. I think that'll look good, right? Oh, what am I missing? Oh, thanks for reminding me. Oh, good, okay. Oh, and you're tapping. You guys are so sweet. What? That's a oh, thank you, Jack. Thank you. And you know what, though? When I have a bigger party, I actually need a bigger one. But it's always hard, the story. You know how when you have company over, suddenly you're like, oh, I don't have anything I need. I don't have the spoons and the forks and the this and the that and blah, 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 blah. But... Okay, so we mostly have favorable opinions of beets here. That's good. What about, oh, I gotta be honest about sunchokes. You're gonna fart. Sunchokes are fantastic. They're delicious, but, oops, wait, what happened to the camera? But the truth is, you do fart a little more when you have a sunchoke. Uh-oh, Butters is growling. There must be a postman nearby. Okay, I gotta get you back on the stage. Here we go. What? Okay. Hi there. Hi, still here with me? Thank you. Thank you, Jeanette. Oh, good, you're laughing. Okay, good. And Fran's liking it. Okay. Wait, and then, yeah, okay. We got, what an adventure. That was a field trip. That was a FoodtokTV field trip. Okay, so far we have people who feel blah, hungover, making greens. Oh my God, I'm on the Titanic. Does it look like I'm on the Titanic now? This is, my heart will go on, but my screen needs to be level. All these things you never had to worry about on the Food Network. So, we have our apples and our endive. This salad is going to all be worth it. Come on. How funny. How funny. I'm not sure about that recipe. Okay, so endive. What do I do with it? I just have it. It was right there the whole time. You guys knew it, right? Were you guys going, endive down in front, lady? Endive down in front. Oh, I got my color done yesterday. I got some highlights. I got a little bit of a haircut too. I thought it was dragging. The hair. Thought it was dragging me down. It's a funny thing when you become a woman of a certain age, because you don't want to have like some old lady Golden Girls type hair. But sometimes when it gets to be too long, I go, it's too long. Gotta find that happy medium. Without looking like you've given up. Okay. So we're gonna do endive and my apples. This isn't the best for tossing. Sorry, I'm not ready. Let's do this. This is gonna be much better. Sure-footed is not what I would call myself at this moment. Julienne apples, endive, and now I will take some of this amazing beet vinaigrette. I think that'll be enough. Let's do about 2 tablespoons. This is a teaspoon. Toss it around. Oh my God, it's really pretty, you guys. That's the thing. So, as some of you know, I used to own restaurants with my late chef husband. And when restaurants, you have to also think not just about how things taste, but how they're gonna look on the plate and how you're gonna present it. Did you know that when you put down a plate in a restaurant, the protein should be facing the person? So 6 o'clock. You're welcome. So I want to plate this so that the endive leaves, so that the stems are in the center of the plate. And you could also do something where you make kind of like a breadcrumbs, like a toasted breadcrumb, and then kind of drizzle that on top, like a, what is that called, a magna cuda or something. That would be nice. I didn't feel like doing that step today. Okay. Now, so what's fun here is the apples have taken on the color characteristic of the beets. Voila. Voila. There it is. So this is endive with beet vinaigrette. I think it's really pretty. I think this is a great summer salad. You got to think about making things in hot weather. This is wonderful. The only thing that you did have to turn on the oven to do the beet, but you could even do that the night before and have it ready so that, like, during the day you don't have a hot kitchen. Oh, thank you, Marie Lynn. You're so sweet. Hi, Ron. Let's see. What else did I miss? Oops. Anyway, okay. So, just to review, we have 2 out of 3 of our recipes here. We've got the creamy goat cheese with roasted sunchokes, and we have the apple endive beet vinaigrette. And I have a lot of vinaigrette left over, so I can save that and make more things with it. I mean, I can even make this full recipe. I don't think you should make the full recipe. I think you should have it. This is a lot of vinaigrette. Like, what am I gonna do? Go feed the homeless with this vinaigrette? I mean, it's a lot. I don't think I'm gonna get through it. All right, keep tapping this great. Welcome back. If you're just joining us here to Food Talk TV, where I'm cooking live. Okay, now for the biggie. And you thought this was messy. Wait till you see what we're doing next. We're doing a charred onion dip with real potato chips. What do we need for this recipe? We are going to need labneh and crème fraîche. What are those, Daphne? Well, think about labneh as like a better yogurt, like yogurt plus. It's Middle Eastern. It's a little creamier, but you know, I got it at regular market. Crème fraîche, think of it as sour cream plus, like sour cream's fancy French cousin. And crème fraîche is also good because you can use it in cooking recipes. It won't curdle, although we're not going to cook it today, but we are going to blend it. Oh, great. Oh, Babs is here. Oh, how you doing, Babs? So good. So good to see you. Sort of. So glad you're here. Yeah, that's it. So let me put this away because the onion thing, it's going to get a little crazy with the onions. I'll show you what. If you are a barbecuer, you should cook this onion recipe on the coals. I'm not doing that. I am going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to make a big mess of my stove. Oh, you guys, I should do my Martha Stewart impression. I used to do it. Wait, let me turn it around. Crème fraîche is a very underrated dairy product. While many people reach for the sour cream, I like to reach for the crème fraîche. And that's a good thing. What do you guys think? Was that good, Martha Stewart? I used to do a whole bit about her. Is the mic on? Is the mic on? Oh, good. Okay. Do it. Okay, the reviews are in. Katie's laughing. Yay. Thank you, Katie. I'm happy. I'm happy. Like I haven't done some characters in a while. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. It's all about the spring onions. This has roe, trout roe. I was like, I can't even find trout roe. Who the heck is going to, which is basically like low-rent caviar. Like that's not going to happen. So we're going to slice an onion. It says spring onion. Let's not get too precious. It's an onion, you know. My philosophy, if you don't know, is don't be afraid to cook. Because I think that's a weird thing that goes on in America where people kind of like fetishize food and then they'll spend so much, I don't know, ordering it, but they're afraid to cook. Don't be afraid to cook. Because it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to look like somebody on Food Network or whatever. You know, you can be like me, like a big hot mess, and you'll still come up with something that's good. Even when you make mistakes, which is normal, which is totally normal. Okay, so I'm just cutting this onion into chunks. Okay. That'll make it easier to handle. And I need my, I'll use this guy. Okay, we're just gonna get the pilot light going here. And we're gonna campfire. We're gonna do a little, my poor son is probably doing it in the mountains. Although it's so sad because since we're California, even though they're freezing in the mountains, they can't start a fire because of the danger of forest fires. So, no wonder he's cold. So yeah, so if you were doing this on a grill, this would be a lot better because you want the charred. My fear here is this is going to take me for flipping ever if I do it like this. If I had a hammer. Okay. I would watch an entire show of the Martha Stewart impression. Oh my God, thank you. Okay. Charring onions is not for the faint-hearted. If you have somebody who can create a nice fire with coal or perhaps wood, it's best to cook the onions over that. Since I just got out of the Who's Gal, I'm going to use my stove, and that's a good thing. So I'll work on it. I actually did, oh, now I'll tell you my Snoop Dogg anecdote. So years ago when I was hosting a show called The Egg Show, And Snoop Dogg came on as one of our guests, and we were chatting before the show started. And it happened to be the day that Charles Schulz, the creator of the Peanuts, had died. And I said, Snoop, how do you feel about Charles Schulz dying? And he goes, yeah, man, that bummed me out. He made my namesake. I was like, oh my God, this is like a historic moment. I'm hearing Snoop Dogg talk about Charles Schulz. It's very good. He was a nice guy. And then he got the whole crew. Anyway, so let's see, what else? Okay, so actually the onion thing is kind of coming together here. It's charring. And there's a lot of moisture in dimmed air onions for it to, I'm not gonna start hustling. Okay. Okay, it's bubbling. Well, you see, it's kind of browning here. I got the browning. I got the browning of the onions. I bet there's an easier way to do this, but this is what I've done before. Okay. Let's move on. Because I'm gonna have to dice this up. So let's just, we'll dice it with some non-charred onions as well. But I love a good onion dip. I might run out of the potato chip time. I had the fryer already, but that's all right. You guys can just know it would be great with homemade potato chips, but you could use crackers and bread. But I think an onion with a fresh potato chip. And just so you know, it's so easy. I mean, all you have to do is get out your mandolin, slice the potato chips, put them in the hot fryer. Oh yeah, that's the hard problem. I have a hot fryer. The whole oil thing is an issue. But if you have a fryer, it's super fun, and everybody loves fresh potato chips. Okay, so back to my Sunset magazine. Oh, Jessica, thank you for joining. So here's what I've made so far, Jessica. I have made cream, thank you for asking. Oh my God, is mine? I don't know. Creamy goat cheese over roasted sunchokes with garlic. And then a beet vinaigrette, apple, endive salad. I'm doing all vegetables today. And now I'm working on a roasted onion dip. So these are all, you know, these could be good party foods, except for the sunchokes if you're having anybody spend the night because you are going to fart more. So let's see. Yeah, I could have just done a cast iron. All right, this is the first time making the Sunset magazine, which I love. Okay, yeah, no, I guess I don't need that. Crème fraîche. It's the Rolls Royce of sour creams, and you can do so much with it. Hang on, I gotta wash this up. Oh, I miss having minions. Welcome to FoodtokTV. I'm Daphne Brogdon with FoodtokTV, longest running cooking show on TikTok. How about how that band, isn't that funny how it's like, oh, Trump extended the ban. I was like, oh, I thought we had kind of let the whole thing go. I thought we just got to have TikTok. Yeah. All right. No, not all right. I mean, does anybody still worry about the TikTok ban? Clean up my little mini food processor because it just makes everything better. All right, so we're gonna put the onions in here. All right, and crème fraîche. Sea salt. It's a lot of a sandwich. Little olive oil to grease the wheels. This would be great for a party. Or to bring over, like when so, can I bring something? Oh, can you bring an appetizer? Here's what you're gonna bring. The charred onion dip here. Let's do some onion zest. You want to make sure, 10-second cooking school, when you zest, make sure you've got like a bigger grater. A grater with bigger holes. If it's too fine, if it's too much of a microplane, you're not going to get the zesting that you want. 10-second cooking school. There, zest. Pinch of salt. Welcome to Food Talk TV. Daphne Brogdon making an onion dip that you're going to take to somebody's house. Okay, and out of Sunset Magazine. I think that's it. Oh, see my check? I'll put a few of the chives in, but I'm going to add some more at the end. Okay, and the chives, which I also used with the sunchokes. No? Okay. In just a minute, we're going to have alchemy. We're going to have magic alchemy here. What? So that. There we go. Okay, now to be fair, I think you can tell a little remnant of the beets maybe colored it a little, but it's okay. It's not bad. It worked out. It worked out. So then we're gonna spoon this. This looks delicious. Charred onion and chive dip, whipped with crème fraîche. But wait, there's more, because we're gonna add the labneh, which is like the fancy Middle Eastern yogurt. Like it's a little thicker. A little more tart maybe? Throw some of that in. Where's my thing? Oh, I had it right here. I had it all stationed. Look, I'm trying to learn to have things stationed. Probably could have just added it in, but I don't want to clean it. Okay, that's what I should have done. I should have just cleaned it. Should have just added it in. Oh, you know what it needs? I think it needs a little more. I think it's going to need a little more of the chive. There, nobody else is here. Yeah, it's good, but let me tell you what it needs. First off, it needs more chive. And when you whip the crème fraîche, I should have done it longer, because the longer you do the crème fraîche, kind of like eggs, you're going to get the stiffer peaks. So it'll make it a little. So blend when you do this, blend the crème fraîche longer. Okay, let me give this one more hit. All right. Now, my plan had been to make homemade potato chips, but in thinking that I was going to run out of time, I added another recipe, and then I didn't have time for the potato chips. So there we go. Wait, what did you say? Okay. Hi, Jenna Pie. So good to see you. I'm doing a lot of vegetables today. Babs, let's go. Show your love for Daphne Dishes Again. Oh my God, you're the best. Okay, so pretend I've just, oh, look at these hot potato chips I just made. So here is my charred onion dip. can you go wrong? Creamy and onion. Yum, yum, yum. You know what? This would be nice if you, let's say you make fish or steak. Again, the restaurant thing. Put a smear of this on the plate and then put your cooked protein on top of it. I think that'd be delicious. Transfer pretty bowl, blah, blah, blah. So that's good. Let me go over it because this is the first time I read it. Alexa's talking to me. That always freaks me out when she talks to me. Spoon mixture in a serving bowl. Top with roe. They want me to top it with fish roll. I'm not doing that. All right. So let's go over it again. We've got sunchokes with goat cheese. And now I will eat one. God, these are good. They're particularly good with that roasted flavor. And they're so meaty. It's really a nice meal. Again, a sunchoke is if an artichoke and a potato had a baby. You know what happens when two vegetables love each other very, very much? That's delicious. I haven't even put any more goat cheese in. All right, I haven't tasted this. Now, you could cut this up and eat as a salad, but the great thing about Endive is you could even just grab it like this. So I'm just gonna try to make a little perfect bite here. I taste the mustard. The orange juice. This is very refreshing. You don't have to use endive. You could use red leaf or romaine. And I think the apples are nice. And what a great way to get beets in, especially if somebody thinks they don't like beets. You could fool them. You could fool them. All right, so 1, 2, and then the onion dip, the charred onion dip. So there we go. How are we doing here? What I miss? What I miss? Yes, yeah, exactly. But oh my God, what a great reception. Okay, so are there any vegetables that you are afraid to cook? I did an episode once on my show called Foods People Are Scared of. I tried to tackle things like making mussels or yeast rising bread or things like that. So I'd love to know if there's one that, Babs, you make such good dishes. They are different. Oh, Babs, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Well, you know, I just kind of grab what appeals to me, but also I do have a kind of a bent on like California cuisine and the healthy stuff. And those of you who may not know, my late husband Mark Peel was one of the godfathers of California cuisine, working at Chez Panisse and opening Chef Espaga. And he had his own restaurant, Campanile, and we had a few other ones together, but those were kind of the landmark ones. Oh, and you were sweet or funny. Oh, thank you, Babs. You're so sweet. Well, I hope funny. Well, this woke me up. I started this saying I thought I was a little hungover, and I don't feel hungover anymore. So now we know what a good hangover cure is, okay? Lots of water and doing a live cooking show with my TikTok friends, with my food talk TikTok community here. So thank you for that. I appreciate it because yay! Oh, so now as you can see, Babs is a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber to Food Talk TV, please become one. Then you get access to all the recipes and stuff like that. I don't know. Tell them what they want. Tell them what they get for that. And also, I don't. If anybody's my age or a little older, they'll remember Bobby Sherman. Did you see that Bobby Sherman died? Teen Idol. I was so little when I had a crush on him. I couldn't even read. My sisters, I have older sisters. My sister would read from Tiger Beat. She'd have to read me the articles. I'd be like, there's a picture of Bobby and David Cassidy. And she'd be like, okay, you know. And she'd have to tell me what they said. But anyway, rest in peace, Bobby Sherman. You were a class act. And I think my first crush. I don't know if anybody else remembers that. Babsy was your crush too. Isn't he nice? And you know, which I didn't know until he passed, that then he had this whole very noble second career where he was police reserve officer and the EMT. Apparently he went on an episode of Emergency, remember Emergency? And was like, this is cool. Kind of like, why do the actor struggle thing? Let me do this instead, which I think is great. I bought his first album. I'm sure we did. Actually, in college, I found one of his albums, which I know I still have somewhere. Katie, oh, she still had mine. Yeah, no, I know I still have it. I have the one where he sings the song Seattle, which was the theme song to Here Comes the Brides. Oh, here's some crazy trivia. I didn't know this either. Bobby Sherman's ex-wife ended up marrying David Soul, his brother in Here Comes the Bride. They later got divorced. I'm thinking she must have been good looking because she had two very good looking husbands. What was happening there? Wouldn't that be crazy? That would be like, you know, like on Food Talk TV, if like one of our, I'm blanking on people's names. One of the creators married somebody else's spouse. Yeah, it wouldn't be like that at all, but I just thought I'd say it. All right, thank you guys for joining. Later today, Mama T will be cooking right here. Anytime you come to Food Talk TV, you're going to see various different culinary creators. Give me a follow at Daphne Brogdon. And don't be afraid to cook. And definitely don't be afraid to cook vegetables like sunchokes with goat cheese, charred onion dip, or an endive beet salad with apples. Just don't be afraid. There we go. You'll feel better. Andiamo. I don't know what to do with my hand. Okay, you should see what a mess this place looks like. Bye, Jeanette. Oh, Babs, thanks so much. Thank you, Babs. Oh, thank you guys for joining. Come again next week. Come again.